You know what, folks? I've been playing this game called Minecraft Dungeons, you see. It's a pretty cool game. You know, it's not bad. I'm a pretty big fan of it. However, if there's one thing I'm not a fan of, it's having to deal with bugs. Bugs that I really, really don't like. Bugs like being able to one-shot bosses very easily. And that's why I'm glad they nerfed Dynamo, because quite frankly, it was pretty busted. But that's not what this video is about. We're going to be talking about a very specific type of weapon I've managed to discover that is not only simultaneously better than the previous Dynamo strat. Maybe. I mean, that's a little skirting around the edge there in terms of if it's actually that good. But it is really insane how strong this thing actually is. And I'll show you what I mean in just a minute. But for right now, we're going to do a little damage testing, you know? Just some good old-fashioned damage testing. So here I have my friend the Saberwing. Now this Saberwing I actually managed to get from the luxury merchant, which is the guy I almost never buy stuff from, except for when I really want to. And this man just so happens to have this special bow. Now what's so special about the Saberwing? Well, if you read its base stats, it has 3,034 range damage max charge, and has strong charged attacks on top of the fact that it heals allies. But what you're going to notice here in the enchantments is that I have Dynamo. And you're probably thinking, well, why would you have Dynamo on a weapon when Dynamo got nerfed, dude? Like, what the frick? Like, what are you up to, bro? Well, I'll tell you what I'm up to, because there's also this other enchantment called Overcharge, and it's really good. Alright? Lets you double, triple, quadruple your charge in order to increase its damage. Now, I don't know the mathematics behind the Overcharge enchantment. All I know is that it stacks with Dynamo, and that it's really busted. Combine that with the fact that you might be able to get critical hit on this bow, or hell, you might even be able to get power on it, and that would be even better for you. But I unfortunately got Shockweb. That's not bad by any means. No, this thing does 1,000 damage with an uncharged shot. Not bad at all. That can one-shot a zombie easy peasy. But what you're going to notice in just a second is at max charge without any Dynamo buff, that's 24,000 damage. It's still a pittance compared to what we're used to, alright? You know, the old Dynamo, it was pretty good. You could one-shot bosses pretty easily. But, I'm going to show you what I mean in just a second. And we're going to start doing some rolls real quick. And you're going to notice in just a minute here, once we reach maximum rollage, we're actually going to be dealing a lot more damage. To the point that it may even be considered illegal in some countries. So let's do this. So let's try this again. 113,000 damage. Not bad. That's pretty good. That can one-shot a redstone golem. No problem. But, that's not good enough. Because what you're going to notice here is I have a sword. And this sword has Void Strike. And if you don't know what Void Strike does, it gives a stacked damage multiplier that gets increasingly better the more you hit something. You're probably wondering, oh god. Oh no. He's actually gonna do it. He's actually gonna one-shot something. He's gonna do something very cursed. Well, yes, of course. As you can see, let's actually get some Void Strike in. Charge with this shot. 132,000 damage. Dude, that's better than if we had just Dynamo by itself. So now let's see what happens if we stack those. Alright. We're at maximum rollage once again. But this time, we're going to add a 600% multiplier to the mix. Oh, fuck, I missed. One moment. Alright, folks, let's try that again. Add our 600% multiplier. Oh my. Oh my, folks. We seem to have achieved peak damage. Now, I actually did manage to get that damage a lot higher. Like 100,000 extra damage. But I forgot how I did it, believe it or not. And I wasn't wearing any armor while doing it either, so I'm not too sure how I managed it. Actually, I think I was wearing armor with it. I did that after I built it. You know what? We're just gonna go ahead and take out our bow here for a test run on the redstone monstrosity in the fiery forge. So I'll be back once we're ready for that. In fact, you know what? I'm even gonna do the forge. I'm so confident that this will one-shot the monstrosity that I'm actually gonna play on Apocalypse 5. Actually, I just realized something. I'm not gonna survive all the mobs before the monstrosity, so never mind. We're just gonna stick with 4 and see how well this goes. So I'll be back once we get to the monstrosity. Alright, folks. It is time. It is time to absolutely flatten this motherfucker. This is gonna be great. So great, in fact, I genuinely don't know if this is gonna be good. Alright, let's test her out! Alright, one shot, but it did a lot. Honestly, I'm perfectly okay with that. That was enough to finish him. Wow. That is incredible. Ooh! What is this? Alright, I know I'm getting sidetracked, but I haven't seen this armor before, so getting this is quite a pleasant surprise for me. Even though it's not that great. Oh, actually, it's got protection. Might be okay, but it can't beat full metal armor. That's a fact. This armor doesn't even have enchantments either. So, yeah, that's basically it. If you ever get a hold of a longbow or saber wing, make sure it is overcharged in dynamo, because holy crap, it does a lot of damage. I don't think I'm ever gonna get rid of this bow unless I find a better one. So, yeah. Whew. That just about does it for me, though. And, yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this fun little showcase of just how powerful longbows with overcharged dynamo are. And don't forget, you can also buff this damage with things like lightning arrows. If I still have my quiver here. There's also the Torment Quiver, but I'm pretty sure that doesn't do anything. Got the fire one. Where's my lightning one? I thought I had one. Oh, I guess not. Oh well. But not only can you buff the damage even further with the power enchantment, you can also buff it if you have growing instead of power. You can buff it if you're wearing hunter's armor, if hunter's armor even gives ranged bonus. You could also wear Archer's Armor, which I know gives it ranged bonus for damage, as well as gives you increased arrows. But, yeah. Just in general, if you find a longbow with at least these two enchantments, you should definitely at least try to keep it, because damn son, that's pretty good. Anyways, oh yeah, one more thing. You can also make sure the archer's armor, or even the hunter's armor you have, has whatever damage focus you're going for. If your bow has the ability to strike lightning, or, you know, you're using a quiver that adds, you know, you're, like I said earlier, if you're using one of the special quivers, you can have a focus on your armor that increases the damage from that quiver even further. So this is nowhere near the maximum. This is just the beginning, basically. First it was the longbow, now it's the enchantments. The two things that make it absolutely brutal. God, that's actually busted. I really hope they don't nerf or remove this feature, because, oh my god, it is amazing to have. But, yeah, anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this neat little showcase of the Saber Wing and all that. So, yeah. Have a great day, folks.